Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. Man, you know what? 2024 is a year of change, man. A lot of collectors are quitting. They're quitting for various reasons, man. Economic reasons. They're downsizing their living space. They had to get rid of their toys. Anything could happen, man. Far as some traumatic event, you going through a divorce, a child is born, inflation. We all know what that is. Your rent, mortgage done went up, your light, gas, your cell phone, the car gas, your car insurance, every damn thing done went up, your food, your health insurance. And you trying to figure out, you trying to navigate these tricky waters because you're like, damn, I don't have disposable income. All of that disposable income that you had is gone. And a lot of people are trying to understand that. I've been talking to a lot of collectors lately, talking to them about not this year opening up video game stores and toy stores. And, a lot of people that I've been talking to talking about, man, I've been finding so many video games and things like that. I'm thinking about opening up a store. I said, if you're going to open up a store, open up a eBay store, a Whatnot store, however they got Whatnot set up over there, Amazon store, whatever store that doesn't require you to open up a physical location. Same as with toys. Fam, these things are not really pushing out the income that people want them to. They're not pushing out the profits. Most video game stores, owners, they got to work damn near 7 days a week. They working damn near 16 hours in a day. They're not really getting no profit out the business. Man, you don't want that. You want something that you can see a return in. You invest money in. And this is what I'm saying. These physical locations are not good ideas. Do it from your home. You could write that off because your home is part of your business, and you traveling to get stock and, all of this stuff, you can write that stuff off. You got to do everything as a point of contention, man. You got to make sure you're winning, man. This year, I've been talking to a lot of people. We talked about customer service. People are saying, you're a little too sensitive and, you're expecting too much out of people who don't make nothing. I'm going to explain something to you. When your plumber come into your house and he talking to you like shit, and he don't even respect you, what do? Anybody who works a job and gets a wage, there's some sort of give and take that supposed to, occur. I know a lot of people don't want interaction nowadays. They rather just sit there and, do all this and, we don't talk or anything. Man, it's best that we talk. It's best that we have that interaction, man, because in a minute, if there's no interaction, we don't need those jobs no more. Dude, not everybody can be an influencer. Some of us gotta be people who are plumbers, electricians, doctors, lawyers. We need people who still maintain, regular jobs. And I don't hear people who say they want to be any of that anymore. They just want to be an influencer. And I'm like, yeah, this society gonna fall apart. It is. I'm looking at a lot of stuff, fam. And a lot of people are calling me, like, man, Unc, I don't get it, man. You're talking about video games and stuff like that. Toys. I'm going to be honest, man. And I'm going to be really honest. When you're dealing with stuff like this, man, when Ross was what it was, during the winter time, and, people didn't understand one big thing, man. You're dealing with people who have lost their disposable income in most cases. You're having cheap toys and things like that. And you're trying to do something, man, and, a lot of people are saying, well, this is not feasible. This can't last. We know it can't last, but why it's there, let's go for it. But I'm going to explain to people, do not expect Ross to continue to be what it was last year when it comes to, like the new, Christmas season that comes up. You know what? Maybe some of these other stores are hip to that and like, hey, we can mark down some of the prices our damn self. Keep in mind, there's ways to skirt around a lot of issues, man. A lot of people tell me to play the long game. You can get toys for like, less than this if you willing to wait for a year, man. I don't want it in a year. My taste might change in a year, man. We're not really looking at everything that's happening, man. Shit is really, really going left. And nobody's really paying attention. Nobody really cares. It's like you talk to people about things and it's like it's shifting. Collecting as a whole has changed, man. Like I said, people are quitting because they're tired. They're tired of, raising prices, lack of product in certain locations. And just to be honest, the quality control is basically gone with some of these figures, man. If you don't get a Marvel Legend, man, that's like you consider something that's really good, the quality control is garbage. Same with some of the G.I. Joes, man. Same with some of the Power Rangers. Even with the Power Rangers, I had to leave them alone. The Turtles, I had to leave that alone. It's just too much of that shit. And I'm like, damn, they just dropping them left and right. The biggest things that I'm looking at, and I say this over and over again, we need to be paying attention to some of the bigger issues here in this collecting situation. We all need to be talking about quality control. Again, people say, hey, you was one of the biggest people griping about Super 7, but you got this stuff back there. Yeah, I got it back there once them prices went down. I got some of the product used, and, some of the products that I told you I bought new, how body parts broke off and things like that, and things are stiff and brittle. I shouldn't have to do a damn recipe just to, fix the toy. You got to put it in some water just a little bit, and you got to warm the water up. Then you add a little salt just to make sure that the joint's loose. What the hell? It's a toy. Why am I doing all that? This ain't a damn recipe. This is just a toy. And we need to look at this shit as what it is, man. This is the problem that I face with the collecting community as a whole. I face that, the bigger issues that I have with people is a lot of people don't want to see you tell the truth. They just want to hear some off the wall shit. No, it's like this and it's like that. Man, you know what? In certain locations, if you notice, you look at some of the YouTuber videos, if they're in certain states like California, Florida, not Florida, I'm going to say Texas. Because I've seen some people in Texas find a lot of shit. I've seen a lot of people in Tennessee find shit. I've seen a lot of people in California just find all type of stuff. And I'm sitting there like, where the hell is that stuff at in my location? And like I told you, I done went from Ross's from north to south. I went to Ross's in Wisconsin, Indiana. Dude, I'm trying to figure out what the hell is really going on. And people are not really explaining any of that. Whereas that there's a disconnect here, man. The shit is all over the place and you feeling some kind of way. And like I said, at this particular point in time, you're tired. You're angry and you're frustrated. Shit, you quit because it's different for everybody else. Not everybody want to continue. Sometimes, man, you just get tired, man. You see the same shit over and over again. Each year, if you look at the Turtles, it's the same shit over and over again. It's the same re-releases over and over again. You like, man, after a while, you be like, yeah. I was into Turtles for a while, man, and I stopped. I was into a lot of stuff for a while, and I stopped. Because it gets redundant, man. Your hobby's supposed to fulfill a part of your life that you thought was missing. A lot of people quit, like I say, man. People go through divorces. People go through death in families. Shit changes you on a whole mental level, spiritual level. You not seeing this shit like you seen it before. And you're looking at it like, I don't want no parts of this no more. I remember I used to collect when I was, with her or, before, me and my dad used to do this before he passed away. You don't want to touch that no more. You like, man, look, it's time to move on. I touched on, video game stores and toy stores, man, and people don't get it. They just opening stuff up and they're just packing the store full of stuff. And I was listening to a guy just say all this stuff, and I'm like, but who buying it? You have to look at one thing, who's buying it? With so many people selling shit now, who's buying it? Oh, Unc, you wrong. See, there's so many people buying. Dude, the average person are not getting sales like people who you think, like some of those bigger YouTubers are getting sales. Even Retro Rick told you that this shit is not what he thought it was. The hours that he got to put into and the sales are not really there. Dude, he got sponsorships and probably other things up the ass to keep this thing afloat. He got a regular job, he got YouTube, he got in a store, then he's sponsored with whatnot. Because if you look at the shirts that they wear at that game point, it got a W on the sleeve. Dude, so it lets you know there's a lot of shit going on at play there. This is why I say you got to keep a lot of things out there. I was looking at Phoenix Resale. He's doing an app. And I'm like, dude, do you really want to do an app? And I'm like, what is the app really? He said, about, selling and bundling stuff up. And I'm like, but what does the app do? Is it for like anybody, that want to sell something or buy something? And is it just something related to you? Because that's not really clarified. And I'm like, man, dude, whatever happened to the day where people just did one fucking thing? Everybody is branching out. And that's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. It is. It's a good thing. If you look at the Strat, man, I told you all, sooner or later, he was on branch out, and he's branching out now. He already had the merch, and he showed you his lit partner that he had. I don't mean it like that, nothing disrespectful. His lit partner. The guy that creates some of the merch, and they're about to open up a pizza place, Strat's Pizza, in Arizona. And the question that I wanted to ask is, he said, man, it was really a burger thing, but I love pizza, but it ain't about you. What does the area love? Fam, if the areas love burgers, it should be burgers. Your market needs to dictate what people are into. Again, at the end of the day, man, I don't think people understand a lot of shit. I'm trying to understand with a lot of these channels, the angle, man, again, there's a lot of things that you miss that you do not see. There's a lot of things that don't make sense. I was trying to understand, you driving around in a damn $3 million a Koenigsegg, and I'm trying to figure out, you have no security. Now, see, I see all these guys riding around in $1 million cars with no security. And I'm trying to understand, do you know you could be dead in a minute playing with these people? You riding through areas with people looking at you, man. It ain't as cute as you think it is. Oh, man, they see me, I'm doing it. No, it's not. People sometimes have the worst intentions, man. Biggest things that I look at, fam, that I have to be in a hole about is treat your brand right. Learn what it is that you want to do. For YouTube, January usually is the slowest time. For YouTube content creators, because the viewership across the board is down. In January, it ramps up during October and, during the year, it ramps up. Don't get me wrong. But it's usually, it's just like spending. A lot of people are not watching during January and February. They're just not. People are out in the streets. People are doing every other thing that they were. But during Christmas time, them holidays, people are watching because they want to know what's out there, man. It's just a lot that's on my mind, man. It's a lot. And I just been sitting back reflecting on some of this shit, I had an altercation with somebody the other day, somebody that I thought was my friend. And, I realized this person is not my friend. Dude, again, silly me with that. You learn. Bro, when somebody tell you how they feel or show you how they feel about you, man, if they show you who they are, believe them. And, I'm constantly getting this same person, the benefit of the doubt. But, fam, sometimes people hate you. And they don't hate you for no particular reason. They hate you because people talk about you see you in a different light. You over here winning and they're not. Man, you could have been in your seat. They could have been in a season of winning for 15 damn years. You've been in your season of winning for 1 week and they hating on you. 1 week. And a lot of people say, well, hell, Unc, I never had a season of winning. Yes, you have. You have had a season of winning where shit went your way for a while. And, you wasn't hungry. You didn't have to worry about bills. You didn't have to worry about shit. That's a season of winning. Whereas things are actually happening for you in a good way. That's a season of winning. But a lot of people don't understand that. See, a lot of people don't understand how to parlay that season of winning into something special. I was talking to this young lady the other day, and she have all of these, these funky looking makeup things on her face. And, it'd be looking amazing, man. I'm like, how you do all that? And I was like, man, maybe you should start a YouTube channel. Oh, so many people out there doing that. But I said, they're not you. Sometimes people want to see somebody with a quirky sense of, a talent that, they haven't seen before, man. Not everybody can do the same damn thing. Sometimes you got to think about if you need money and you like, man, what is a quick way for me to make money? It ain't quick, but what is a way for me to get out here and actually talk to people and not have to go to a 9 to 5? Like I said, man, I tell people to do this as a second form of income. If you get up to 1,000 subscribers, your view time, your viewership has reached 40-some thousand, hours or 4,000 hours or whatever it's supposed to be now. Man, look, I talk to people. I explain to them, if you're not working a second job and you single and you talking about you need money, that's on you. Dude, for years, when I was single, even when I was married, I was working a second job. You have to, man. Them bills don't play with you. Man, you want to do stuff. That stuff don't play. You need to get out here and start understanding how to navigate these fields, man. Everybody wants somebody to hand them something. Man, sometimes you got to get out here and make it. Sometimes you got to get out here and understand what it is that you need to do to become better. Like I said, man, I had some people hating on me a while back saying, oh, man, your giveaway stuff ain't shit. You need to go ahead and get better stuff, man. You know better than this. And I'm like, wait, damn, you getting free stuff. You getting free stuff and free shipping. Where the hell do they do that at? Nowhere. I listen to what people said. They say, hey, don't worry about that shit. You got a whole bunch of haters hating on you. You at a certain level right now, and people want to be at that level, and, they're hating. Dude, you know what? I look at a lot of YouTubers. I want to recommend a lot of people, but you know what? Sometimes, when you're doing a good deed, it never goes unpunished. You get punished for these good deeds sometimes, and man, sometimes that's why I don't do them. I'll be like, nah, I'm going to leave this alone, and I'm going to walk off, and I'm going to mind my damn business. Oh, man, you could be helping people. Yeah, that shit usually come back to bite you right in the ass. You need help after all of this is said and done. Man, I'm sitting here thinking to myself what to do, man. I'm sitting here thinking, man, how I'm going to do all this stuff. I was talking to people about, all of this stuff I got, and I need to put it in totes and this and that, or put it up or whatever I'm going to do. And you know what? That's a part of the hobby, man. Learning what it is that you need to do, how to set up stuff. That's a part of the hobby, man. That's a beautiful part of the hobby. If a person is, just venting, don't knock them down. Just listen to them. Maybe you can learn something from it, man. I'm just trying to move some stuff around and see what I got over here. What am I losing? What am I winning? You want to hear some of that shit. Why? Because it can help you in the long run, man. People see you with new stuff and just can't help themselves, man. They get angry. They get upset. And, like I tell you, if you got new shit, wear it. Don't sit there wearing the same shit. If people at your job has been stressing you out for the last 15 damn years, maybe you should be looking for another job. Fam, I don't let people stress me out in my damn job. I go there and do what the hell I'm supposed to do and tune everybody else out. You don't need to be nobody's friend. You at work. What the hell are you doing? Work is what it is, work. But don't lose sight that, You in there complaining and falling out mad, and I'm like, man, please, I ain't doing none of that shit. If you don't open your mouth, people ain't gonna know you there. And if you not saying nothing, trust me, that means you complicit in what's happening. Open your damn mouth. Don't let nobody punk you or treat you like shit. If you allow it, that's on you, man. But to later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.